Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever time of day you're watching this. And it's your girl Sasha with another iced tea of the day video for our National Month of Iced Tea. So, what you see in front of you is not an illusion. I do plan on making iced matcha tea. So I got the idea from an email this morning, actually, about making David's tea iced matcha recipe, which is pretty much making iced matcha, making matcha in this beautiful doohickey, the David's tea matcha maker. Supposed to make it very convenient to use or to make matcha rather than the traditional bowl, whisk, and spoon, or chai sen, chai wan, and bamboo spoon. Yeah. So today I am. Oops. That's the sound of my kettle telling me that the time is ready. The temperature for my water is ready. So guys, I'm going to be making an iced honeydew matcha. I'm not sure if I want to put my sugar in. Well, actually, no, I'm going to taste this by itself, because with David's Tea's flavored matchas, there's actually sugar in it already. So how this doohickey works, I'm not going to be able to show it fully because, oh gosh, come on. I'm unscrewing the top. Okay, at least that's there. And you can actually, when you're finished making your matcha, you can just drink it straight up. The filter integrated with the mouthpiece. This is the actual maker part. This is the patented agitator. So what you do is you put your matcha first. Then for a regular matcha tea, regular hot matcha, you would fill it up to, this line right here. And you would shake very vigorously for 10 to 20 seconds. Afterwards, of course, y'all, this would be on. You press this button because you're creating pressure with the hot water and the shaking. So you use this button and it allows the pressure to normalize in the matcha maker. So the recipe calls for 5 matcha teaspoons. This is David's Tea matcha teaspoon. Even says it, which is pretty convenient. So you take 5 teaspoons of your matcha powder of choice. You put it in here. You add the correct temperature of water, which they have. They just say hot, but it could be anywhere from 175 to 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, you can let it steep. They say not really, because you're consuming the whole leaf, so you don't let it steep. So I am going to go ahead, put my 5 teaspoons of the honeydew matcha in this bad boy, and then I'm gonna put the water in, and I may shake it a little bit. But the rest I got to do off camera to make sure that the matcha powder is thoroughly incorporated. Okay, guys, so be right back. I'm just going to put my matcha into the maker. All right, guys, so it's off to the side, and you can see from the residue on the teaspoon, I got my 5 teaspoons, matcha teaspoons, of the Honeydew Matcha in my tea maker. So now I'm just going to get some water and fill it up. And then, well, actually, I'll show you now. Because it's just water and there's a filter, I'm going to screw this on top already. And I actually have this one in particular, the mint matcha maker. I actually bought this off of eBay, and you know, at a better price. It's used, but you know, it was in great condition, and I washed it as soon as I got it. There's the matcha maker in mint, navy, and I want to say teal. There used to be one, the matcha green, with the sprigs on it. I have that label, or I have that design, but they sold out. That was more like a winter design. Okay, so I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to get the hot water, pour it in here, and then I'll do like a couple shakes, but not all the way. All right, guys, so poured in some water. Not all the way to the fill line, even though I kind of could have did it like up to the fill line. But it's got a really tight seal on it. Making sure. Alright, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shake for now. Oh, and I may do it all the way. It's kind of hard to multitask. Because you got to do it really hard. I'm not shaking it in front of the camera. Okay. I think that is... let me give it a little bit more shake. Switching hands. So you want to shake this for 10 to 20 seconds. You can go longer. The thing is, you're supposed to have a nice foam, which is reminiscent of you whisking it with the bamboo whisk. This is probably motion sickness. Okay, I'll stop. Okay. That was quite a workout. And I'm sorry for the motion sickness. I was debating on if I could or couldn't do it with one hand. But as you can see, yeah, I'm like breathing hard. Like, geez Louise. And there was a lot of soot on the bottom. There still might be when I finish. Or when I... pour it over ice, but most of it is gone thanks to that little ball sitting in the middle, the agitator. All right, so I don't want to twist it open. Beep. Like you open soda. Ooh, that honeydew matcha really... The honeydew, guys, when I first opened the matcha packet, the honeydew is bursting out. It's like, ooh, I can't wait to try this over ice. So, yep. So now we depressurize the matcha maker. Now I can safely, although I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Yeah, no, it's like, I need to grip the base. Alright, so, guys, I'll be right back with my cup of ice and my matcha maker undone, so you can see how it looks when I pour it over some ice. Be right back. Alright, so we're back, and sorry guys, I had to take a little sip and, you know, just taste how it would be hot. It tastes so good hot. Doesn't need sweetener. The honeydew is the star of the show. And then the matcha is not so overwhelming that, you know, you wouldn't be like, you know, I thought this was a flavored matcha. The sweetness is just right, hot. I don't know about ice. That's why I'm going to try it now. But it is a subtle sweetness that I could appreciate, especially for an iced matcha. So I'm going to pour it. Look at that beautiful green color, y'all. I like it a lot. Yeah, I used a bigger cup than necessary because I'm pretty sure if I use my regular tumbler, this is my old Tivana tumbler, y'all. But if I used my regular tumbler, it probably would have been full and I would have had some excess in my matcha maker. So I tasted, oh yeah, I have a color changing straw. So it's not the matcha doing that. Well, it's the ice that's doing that. All right, so let's take a sip on how this honeydew matcha tastes iced. Okay. So if you're new to matcha, or you're kind of curious, but not entirely sure if you wanted to do like an iced matcha, David's Tea's flavored matchas, you know, they're a good way to kind of break you in without being like too sweet. Like at Starbucks, when they have their green tea lattes and green tea this and that, I like this. I like this a lot because most of the time I don't really see honeydew flavored products like honeydew or cantaloupe. I think this matcha is amazing. It's one of my favorite flavored matchas because one, yes, it's honeydew, but two, it's not sickeningly sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like some pre-mixed drink, pre-mixed like drink mixes, because this is a drink mix. Heck, I'll even show you. This isn't a true matcha. It's a drink mix. But the flavor of matcha is still there. The earthiness and the vegetal tone of matcha is still there. So if you are curious to try matcha, but you're hesitant to try like pure grade, whatever, ceremonial matcha, then try one of David's Tea's matcha blends or drink mixes. Because I'm thinking with just this iced matcha, I can make a matcha latte myself, an iced matcha latte myself, you know, just cold froth some milk, put it on there, it'll pretty much taste out of sight. Or I can do what Starbucks is offering, which is their green tea lemonade. I think they're doing matcha lemonade. Or maybe, I don't know. I know they're doing something with matcha or green tea lemonade or something like that. But green tea lemonade in general, folks. I think this would lend itself beautifully to lemonade or to do an iced matcha. Oops. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not too sweet. So if you're looking for like, you know, like a traditional sweet tea sweet, like your black orange pekoe sweet, like I've been having for the past like few days. This is quite the opposite from that. Even when David's tea like sweetens it for you, it's not all that sweet. I mean, the matcha still kind of has its aftertaste and its palate notes of, you know, palate cleanser sort of deal. Yeah, this is a good. I'm so glad David's tea sent that email today, because I was actually gonna probably try yet another black tea, y'all. I'm just being honest. I would have probably tried another black tea, but David's tea thinks outside the box, and I appreciate that. All right, so right now David's tea has their newest matcha line. Well, it's not really new line, but like it's they have different flavors of matcha, but they're calling it fruity matcha mainly because of their newest matcha flavor, blueberry matcha, and a sunset matcha, which is actually looking like a brown powder. I don't know exactly what is in the sunset matcha, but guys, if you really want to try matcha tea, and like if earthy vegetal tones are not really your cup of tea, no pun intended, or maybe pun intended, get your feet wet with one of these flavored matchas from David's tea, and then see if you like can tolerate how it feels on your palate. Then go to the good stuff, which is the pure matcha. But guys, this is something different. I got to show off my matcha maker, because I actually do like regular matcha. It's really good. I love it for a palate cleanser. Well, yeah, that is it. And ooh, the sound of that thunder, I don't know if the phone caught it, but yeah, that's cue for me to sign off and upload this before we get hit with another storm. All right, guys. So, Honeydew Matcha, it's a okay in my book. It's actually a great in my book. I'm probably going to try it with lemonade. I might try it as a tea pop. I might try it as an iced latte. Whichever, you know. But definitely I will buy more of the Honeydew Matcha and drink it more. Alright, guys. Whew. This has been a long video, but I really appreciate you sticking around. Thank you very much for watching. Please, any comments, any questions, suggestions, if you want to just say hey, I'm going to say hey back. Let me know in the comment section. I really appreciate it. Really enjoy reading comments. Alright, folks, that's cue for me to sign off. Take it easy, take care, stay safe, stay blessed out here in these YouTube streets. And until then, I'll see you next video. Alright, guys, have a good one. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Later.